Multiplying multiples of 10. You have learned multiplication facts in third grade, and you've practiced multiplying larger numbers, 2-digit by 2-digit, maybe even 3-digit by 2-digit whole numbers in fourth grade. We're going to build on that background in this unit. In this unit, we'll be reviewing multiplication of whole numbers, and also working towards multiplying decimals. As far as this lesson goes, lesson 4.1, we're focused on multiplying multiples of 10. A multiple of 10, of course, is a number that will have one or more zeros at the end of it. Once you see the pattern and make the connection to what you already know, which is your times facts, I think this lesson will go pretty quickly. We're going to do the odds only, and so I'm going to write that up here. Odd numbered problem only. Let's get started. 30 multiplied by 3. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the two numbers that I'm multiplying together. In this case, 3 is a single-digit number, not a multiple of 10. 30 is a two-digit number and is a multiple of 10. I'm going to count up the number of zeros in my multiples of 10. In this case, there's only one multiple of 10, and there's one zero in it. So I can either count those or cover them up. Now, multiply the non-zero digits together. 3 times 3, which is 9. Then add the number of zeros I've counted or covered, and I get my answer of 90. Here I've got a problem where I'm multiplying 300 times 30. Each of these numbers is a multiple of 10. Up top, 300 has two zeros that get counted or covered. Down low, 30 has one zero that gets counted or covered. So altogether, I've got 1, 2, 3 zeros. Now I'm going to multiply my non-zero digits. 3 multiplied by 3 is 9, and I'm going to add in 3 zeros behind the 9 to get an answer of 9,000. Number 5, 90 times 80. Each of these numbers is a multiple of 10. I'm going to cover up or count up my zeros. There's 1 0 in 80, there's 1 0 in 90, so 2 zeros altogether. Now, let's multiply the non-zero digits. Multiply 9 times 8, which is 72, and then add in the 2 zeros behind it to get 7,200. Number 7, up top, I've got a multiple of 10. 900 has two zeros. Down low, I've got a single-digit number, 8. So I'm going to multiply my non-zero digits, 9 times 8, which is again 72. And I'm going to add in my 2 zeros to get 7,200. Look at the similarities between 5 and 7. They both had the same non-zero digits, the 9 and the 8. And they both had 2 zeros altogether. It's just that here they were spread out, 1 and 1. And here the 2 zeros were both connected to the 9. But you got your same answer. Problem 9, 40 times 60. Two multiples of 10. I'm going to cover up or count my zeros. 40 has 1, 60 has 1, so there's 2 zeros altogether. Now I'm going to multiply my non-zero digits. The 4 times a 6, which is 24. And I'm going to add in my zeros after. Number 11, 700 times 20. 700 has 2 zeros. 20 has another 0, so there's 3 zeros altogether. Multiply my non-zero digits, 7 times 2, to get 14, and then add in my 3 zeros to get 14,000. 1,000. Looking at these word problems, again, we'll stick with the odds for this lesson. 13. There are 3 feet in a yard. A football field is 100 yards long. Well, how long is a football field in feet? Okay, so we have a unit of measure, in this case, a yard is equal to 3 feet. So if the football field is 100 yards, how many feet is that? Well, 1 yard is 3 feet, so 100 yards is going to be 100 multiplied by 3, right? So 100 times 3. I can count up or cover up my zeros in 100. There's 2 of them. Multiply my non-zero digits. 1 times 3 is 3. And then add in my zeros. 300 feet. Don't forget that unit of measure. 15. Every week, the team does 40-meter dashes to test their speed. If the season is 14 weeks long, how many meters does the team run while doing dashes? Okay, so what we're assuming here is that each week they're running the 40-meter dash 1 time. Now, it doesn't come out and say that. And truth is, if I was your coach, I'd be making you run a lot more than that. But we're going to assume for this problem that each week, as part of their drills and practices, one of the things they do is a 40-meter dash. So if they're doing one of these 40-meter dashes a week, and the season is 14 weeks long, how many meters does the team run while doing dashes? Well, each week, when doing the dash, they're running 40 meters. 40 multiplied by 14. They're running it 14 times over the whole season. Now, we could do this as 2-digit multiplication, and I think we will to double check our answer. But for now, I'm going to cover up my 0 or count my 0. I'm going to multiply my non-zero digits, 14 multiplied by 4. Now, that may not be mental math, but I'm going to give it a try. Let's see, 14 times 4, if I break it apart, it's like doing 10 times 4 plus 4 times 4. Okay, well, 10 times 4 is 40. 4 times 4 is 16. So I get 56. 40 plus 10 is, or sorry, 40 plus 16 is 56. So 56 and then add my 0, 560 meters altogether. Let's double check this. Side calculation, 40 multiplied by 14 over here. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 4 is 16. Do my placeholder 0 here. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 4 is 4. Add them up and things are looking good. It checks out 560. An average heart rate is 12 beats in 10 seconds. About how many beats will an average heart have in 1,000 seconds? Okay. Let's think about this. Yes, we will be using multiplication, but we have to first think about this carefully and determine how we're going to use multiplication. Some students are just too quick to look at a word problem and try to just times the first 2 numbers they see together and call it good without really understanding what they're doing. We're not going to do that. Look, if an average heart rate is 12 beats in 10 seconds, well, how many beats would you get in 100 seconds? Multiply by 10. 10 seconds is 12 beats. 100 seconds is going to be 12 times 10. Okay, how about 1,000 seconds? Multiply by 10 again, or take 12 and multiply it by 100. How about, sorry. So now we're cooking. We take 12 and multiply it by 100. I cover up my zeros. 12 times 1 is 12. Add my 2 zeros, and I get 1,200 beats. That's my answer.